Hey, what's up guys? And this one will be, what if Naruto killed the third and took the Hokage position? Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Chapter 1. The night the Nine Tails attacked Konoha, the fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze gave his life to seal the beast into his newborn son. The infant, Naruto Uzumaki, was left an orphan with no name, no parents, and a demon locked inside him. Chapter 2. The third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, ordered that Naruto's heritage be kept completely secret to protect him from the fort's enemies. But the secrecy backfired without knowing who his father was. Naruto grew up despised by the very village his father died to protect. Chapter 3. By age 5, Naruto had learned to read hatred in strangers' eyes, to sleep through hunger, and to smile so no one would see how broken he truly was. He craved acknowledgement more than food, and that desperate hunger made him dangerously easy to recruit. Chapter 4. Danzo Shimura, Root's shadowy commander, had watched Naruto for years not with pity, but with cold calculation. He saw not a cursed orphan, but the most valuable weapon the village had ever produced, a Jinchuriki carrying the Nine Tails, with the bloodline of the fourth Hokage. Chapter 5. One evening in Konoha's back alleys, Danzo approached Naruto with something no one had ever offered him before: attention, purpose, and training. "The village hates you because you are too powerful for them to understand," Danzo said. "Train with me, and you will become someone no one can ever ignore again." Chapter 6. Naruto agreed, and was quietly inducted into Root Danzo's forbidden Black Ops organization operating beneath even the third Hokage's awareness. He was given a rude designation, a brutal training schedule, and for the first time in his life, a reason to wake up in the morning. Chapter 7. Root training was designed to strip recruits of all emotion and individuality, reducing shinobi into loyal, unfeeling tools of the state. Naruto endured every physical trial without breaking, but the emotional conditioning never took hold, because his spirit simply refused to be erased. Chapter 8. While other rude recruits lost themselves completely in the process, Naruto learned to wear a blank face while a storm raged beneath. He played the obedient soldier perfectly and quietly remained every bit himself, biding his time without anyone realizing it. Chapter 9. Danzo noticed the resistance to conditioning and assumed the Nine Tails chakra was disrupting the seal-based mental controls. He believed more time and harder training would eventually break the boy, a catastrophic miscalculation that would come to define his fate. Chapter 10. By age 8, Naruto had mastered root-exclusive techniques, silent movement, chakra suppression, and advanced sealing theory. He was becoming frighteningly capable, far ahead of recruits twice his age, and Danzo had no idea what he was truly building. Chapter 11. One night, while running an errand through Root's classified archives, Naruto's eyes landed on a dossier marked with a name: Namikaze, Minato. Inside was a photograph, Minato alongside a red-haired woman known as Kashima Uzumaki. Naruto dug deeper and he learned the truth. Chapter 12. The file confirmed everything. Naruto was the biological son of the fourth Hokage, hidden by the third Hokage's direct order. The village that spat at him, refused to sell him food, and called him a monster had been spitting on the son of their greatest hero. Chapter 13. Naruto sat in that cold archive for hours, reading every page twice. When he finally stood up, something inside him had permanently shifted, not broken, but forged into something sharper and colder than before. Chapter 14. He replaced the file exactly as he found it, walked back to his quarters without making a sound, and told no one what he had discovered. For the first time, Naruto began forming his own agenda, separate from Danzo's, separate from the village's, entirely his own. Chapter 15. While Danzo trained his body, Naruto began secretly studying sealing theory, wind release jutsu, and Jinchuriki control techniques from restricted scroll he had no business accessing. He was quietly building himself into something Danzo had never intended: not a weapon, but a will. Chapter 16. At age 10, Danzo enrolled Naruto in the academy as a public cover, to build a normal-looking history and gather intelligence on the next generation of shinobi. Naruto played the part of the loud, clumsy class failure flawlessly while absorbing everything around him with root-trained precision. Chapter 17. At the academy, Naruto crossed paths with Sasuke Uchiha, cold, driven, and grief-stricken after the massacre of his entire clan. Naruto recognized something in Sasuke's eyes, the same controlled fury that now lived quietly behind his own practiced smile. Chapter 18. Through Root's internal records, Naruto discovered that Danzo himself had been the architect of the Uchiha massacre, feeding false intelligence about a coup to justify wiping out an entire clan. The third Hokage had been aware of it, and Itachi Uchiha had carried out the order alone, believing he was saving the village. Chapter 19. This revelation didn't just anger Naruto, it showed him the full machinery of Konoha's hidden rot. The village preached loyalty and love while its leaders quietly committed atrocities and buried the evidence beneath the Hokage's seal. Chapter 20. Naruto graduated from the academy at 12 and was officially assigned to Team 7 as a public cover while still operating as Root's embedded acid. He was living two lives simultaneously and excelling at both in ways no one around him could fully see. Chapter 21. By 13, Danzo had begun accelerating plans to weaponize Naruto, intending to use his Nine Tails chakra as the key to seizing control of Konoha's military command structure. Root operatives had been quietly positioned throughout the village, waiting for a signal that would never come. Chapter 22. Naruto saw it coming. He had been secretly documenting Root operations for months, memorizing names, dates, and orders, building a complete case file in his mind that could dismantle Danzo's entire network in a single night. Chapter 23. At 14, Danzo ordered Naruto to eliminate a civilian witness who had seen a Root operative's face. This was the line Naruto refused to cross, not out of weakness, but because the order had nothing to do with protecting Konoha and everything to do with protecting Danzo. Chapter 24. When Naruto refused, Danzo activated the chakra suppression seal embedded along Naruto's neck, a root control measure designed to incapacitate disobedient agents. But Naruto had spent months studying sealing theory, and he had quietly modified the seal on himself during sleep cycles, neutralizing it. Chapter 25. The seal failed. Naruto looked at Danzo and said calmly, "I've been waiting for you to try that." The root chamber fell completely silent. Chapter 26. Danzo activated his Sharingan, the transplanted eye hidden beneath his bandages, and attempted a Genjutsu to seize control of Naruto's mind. The illusion took hold for exactly 2 seconds before the Nine Tails chakra tore through it like paper. Chapter 27. The battle in the root chamber was short. Danzo threw everything he had: agents, hidden weapons, Izanagi attempts, and Naruto dismantled each layer with the calm efficiency of someone who had studied this exact enemy for years. Danzo was left on his knees, bleeding. Chapter 28. Naruto stood over him and made a decision. Danzo would not die yet. He needed him as a confession, as living evidence, as the key to unlocking every buried secret in Root's history. He bound Danzo in sealing chains and said, "You're going to tell me everything." Chapter 29. Over the following weeks, Naruto extracted every Root secret: assassination orders, political manipulations, names of sleeper agents embedded throughout the village, the full record of the Uchiha massacre, and Danzo's plan to eventually overthrow the third Hokage himself. Chapter 30. At 15, Naruto made contact with the Fire Daimyo through a back-channel political network he had cultivated using Root's own connections. He presented the complete documentation of Root's crimes and Danzo's coup plans, bypassing the third Hokage entirely. Chapter 31. The Fire Daimyo was deeply disturbed by what he read. The evidence implicated not just Danzo, but the third Hokage himself, who had approved the Uchiha massacre, allowed Root to operate unchecked for decades, and suppressed Naruto's lineage for over 14 years. Chapter 32. Danzo was arrested by Anbu under direct order from the Fire Daimyo. The third, caught off guard and politically outmaneuvered, had no choice
but to allow it, but his fury at Naruto was absolute, and he immediately declared him a dangerous rogue asset under surveillance. Chapter 33. But Naruto was already 3 steps ahead. He released the Uchiha massacre documents directly to the heads of Konoha's major clans, the Hyuga, Nara, Akamichi, and Yamanaka, every family with a seat on the council. The village trembled as the truth spread like wildfire. Chapter 34. Citizens flooded the streets demanding answers. The third Hokage held a public address attempting to reframe the Uchiha incident as a necessary sacrifice made in the interest of peace. The crowd did not receive it well. For the first time in decades, the third's moral authority was openly and loudly questioned. Chapter 35. Naruto watched from the rooftops, patient and silent. He had not made his final move yet. He was waiting for exactly the right moment, the moment when the village was ready to hear the full truth about one more thing. Chapter 36. That moment arrived when Danzo, during his tribunal proceedings, attempted to use one final piece of information as leverage, revealing that Naruto Uzumaki was the biological son of the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze. He said it to bargain. Instead, it detonated like a bomb. Chapter 37. The village erupted. Citizens who had thrown garbage at Naruto as a child now stood in stunned silence, realizing they had tormented the son of the man who died to save them all. The shame was suffocating, and the outrage turned squarely toward the leadership that had hidden it. Chapter 38. Naruto stepped forward publicly for the first time, not as a root agent, not as a Jinchuriki, but as Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of the fourth Hokage, son of Kushina Uzumaki of the Uzumaki clan. He carried himself with the gravity of someone who had been preparing for this moment for 8 years. Chapter 39. He stood in the center of Konoha's administrative district and addressed the village directly, his voice quiet and unwavering. He laid out every truth, his lineage, his root training, Danzo's coup plans, the Third's complicity, the Uchiha massacre, every buried stone turned over at once. Chapter 40. The Hokage who was supposed to protect me ordered my identity buried, Naruto said. The man he allowed to train me in secret planned to use me to destroy this village. I am the product of your leader's failures and I refuse to be their tool any longer. Chapter 41. The third Hokage arrived with a full Anbu escort and ordered Naruto's arrest. The 12 Anbu moved in and Naruto didn't run. He stood his ground and dismantled them one by one with methodical precision, using root techniques, wind release jutsu, and Nine Tails enhanced speed that left the watching crowd breathless. Chapter 42. The third looked at the boy, 16 years old, standing amid 12 unconscious Anbu without a single scratch, and felt something he hadn't felt in decades. For the first time, Hiruzen Sarutobi was genuinely afraid. This ends now, Naruto, the old man said, reaching for his full power. Chapter 43. Yes, Naruto replied, it does. Chapter 44. The battle between the third Hokage and Naruto shook the administrative district of Konoha to its foundation. Hiruzen fought with the full depth of his decades of mastery. The title of God of Shinobi was not empty, and he pressed Naruto harder than anyone ever had. Chapter 45. But the old man was 73 years old, and Naruto was 16 and burning with the full chakra of the Nine Tails. Naruto wasn't winning through raw power alone, he was winning through intelligence, through 8 years of preparation that had made this exact moment possible. Chapter 46. Naruto absorbed every technique the third unleashed, adapting, countering, learning in real time the way his father, Minato, was said to have done. The watching villagers saw something they couldn't fully explain. The third was being outthought, not just outfought. Chapter 47. The third, exhausted and critically wounded, knelt on one knee. He looked up at Naruto and saw something in the boy's face that reminded him, painfully, of Minato. You've already decided, the old man said, not as a question. Chapter 48. You kept the truth from me, Naruto said, his voice quiet but iron hard. You let the village hate me. You let Danzo shape me into a weapon. You called it protection. It was cowardice. He paused for one breath, then delivered the final strike with the precision of a surgeon, not with rage, but with cold, long overdue resolve. Chapter 49. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage, died in the administrative square of Konoha. Not in a war against an enemy nation, not defending the village from a monster, but at the hands of the boy he had failed from the very first night of his life. The village watched in a silence too heavy to break. Chapter 50. Naruto stood atop the Hokage monument and addressed the Fire Daimyo's representative, who had been present for the entire tribunal. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, he declared, son of the fourth Hokage. I am claiming the title of Hokage, by right of blood, by right of strength, and by the failure of every man who held it before me. Chapter 51. The Fire Daimyo, already deeply unsatisfied with the third's administration after reviewing the evidence, gave formal recognition to Naruto's claim. It was unconventional and unprecedented, but the alternative was a leaderless village with a power vacuum that enemy nations would exploit within days. Chapter 52. Danzo was executed by Naruto's personal order 1 week later. Root was formally disbanded, and every embedded sleeper agent was given a single choice: defect openly and serve the new Hokage with full transparency, or be treated as an enemy of the village. Most chose transparency. Chapter 53. Naruto's first acts as Hokage were not of conquest but of correction, public disclosure of the Uchiha massacre's true history, formal recognition of Itachi Uchiha's sacrifice, and the dismantling of every system that had allowed leaders to operate above accountability for generations. Chapter 54. The boy who had been spat on, starved, and weaponized now sat behind the Hokage's desk at 16, the youngest in the village's history. He carved no smile into the mountain. He simply worked, rebuilding, reforming, and swearing a private oath that the darkness he had survived would never be allowed to take root in Konoha again.
That was it. More to come. I hope you guys enjoy.